All right, guys. So this is one of the questions that you guys struggled with the most. And the other ones are similar to this one. So hopefully after watching this, you can go back, try it again, and get a better score. So the first thing we're going to read, or we're going to get, is the fact that segment EF bisects segment CD. So here, segment EF is doing the bisecting. In other words, it's cutting the segment CD in half. So if it's cutting it in half, it means this segment is exactly congruent to that segment. And so I'm just going to write that down somewhere. So CG is equal to GD. And the reason I know that is because of this, right? So let's keep going, okay? Let's see what other information they give us. They're telling you CG, so this part here, is 5x minus 1, okay? So from here to there. And they're telling you GD, so this part here, is 7x minus 13. They want to know, or they're telling you that EF, so this, let's use a different color. So this entire thing here is, we'll go here, 6x minus 4. And they're telling you that this little piece there is 13. And they want you to find EG. Okay, so here's, it's like we have two problems in one, okay? The first thing is, if I want to know what EG is, I have to figure out what X is. The reason I need to figure out what X is because EF is created or is consistent of EG plus GF, right? So I know EF in terms of X. It's 6x minus 4. EG is what we're looking for. GF, they're telling me is 13, right? So here, I got to figure out what is X so that I can find EG, right? So let's back it up. Where am I going to get X from? I'm going to get X from the fact that they were telling me that EF bisects CD. And so because it bisects CD, I'm basically going to substitute in what I know, right? So I know that CG is 5x minus 1, and I know that GD is 7x minus 13. And so from here, I simply solve for X. So I'm going to solve for X by subtracting 5x on both sides, and at the same time, I'm going to add 13 on both sides. So on the left side, when I add 13, I get 12. On the right side, when I subtract 5x, I get 2x. Divide by 2, and we get x to be 6. And so now that I got x is equal to 6, I simply substitute it in there and simplify. So 6 times 6 minus 4, okay, still looking for EG, have that positive 13. So here, 36 minus 4, again, haven't touched this right side, so I'm going to write it over. And then we got 32 equals EG. Subtract 13 from both sides, and that gives me EG is equal to 19. All right, so here's another one that you guys had a little bit of trouble with, okay? And so it states, if R is the midpoint of QS, so that's important. So QS is this segment here, and they're telling you that R is a midpoint, so therefore QR and RS are congruent. So I'm going to write that down here. So I put QR congruent to RS, and I get that because they're telling me R is a midpoint, okay? So let's keep going. So then it says RS, so this segment here is equal to 2x minus 4. And they're telling you ST, so S to T is 4x minus 1. And they're telling you that the entire thing from R all the way to T is equal to here. So we'll put yellows here. RT is 8x minus 43, and they want you to find QS. So QS is what we're looking for. Okay, so QS, this thing. So we have a lot of stuff going on in here, right? So the first thing is, in order for me to find QS, well, I know that these, lost my green marker. So I know that these two segments, RS and QR, are congruent, right? So once I know what X is, then I simply multiply RS times 2, or add it twice, and I get the measurement from Q all the way to S, right? So I guess the first step is, how do I find what X is, right? And so taking this information here, okay, or what I highlighted in yellow, notice how RT is created by RS plus ST, and that's from segment addition postulate, right? And so the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to substitute in what I know. I know RT is equal to 8x minus 43. I know RS is equal to 2x minus 4, and I know ST is equal to 4x minus 1. And so from here, I'm simply going to combine like terms and solve for x. So left side, have not touched it. When I combine those two numbers, I have 6x, and when I combine -4 and -1, it gives me -5. So from here, I'm going to subtract 6x from both sides, and at the same time, add 43. So when I subtract, on the left side, I get 6x. Sorry, I get 2x. On the right side, I get 38. Divide both sides by 2, and we get x to be 19. Sorry. Okay. So once I know what x is, then I simply go and substitute it in where I needed it, which was in there, right? So 2 times 19 minus 4. So 2 times 19 is 38 minus 4 gives me 34. And so here, because this was RS, I know RS is 34. And since I know that RS is 34 and QR is congruent to RS, then I know this is also 34. So which brings me that the measurement of QS is whatever 34 plus 34 is, which in this case is 68.